Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Executive Director of the Center for Inquiry Los Angeles and the Chair and Founder of the Independent Investigations Group, James Underdown.
That's what the Pope does, right? The Pope. I kind of like the new Pope. He's a step in the right direction. I'm totally off script right now. Good evening, everyone. Tonight we are celebrating two things. We're celebrating the 15th anniversary of the Independent Investigations Group, 15 years, and the 9th annual IIG Awards for the promotion of science and reason in the popular media. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, absolutely. We have a great brief show for you tonight. We have special guests on hand. Robert Forster is here. Jim Coughlin, you just saw Hannah Ganson. And the inimitable Ron Lynch is also here, surprise guest. Now, I founded the Independent Investigations Group in 2000 as the go-to group in Southern California for skepticism. I was tired of having conversations with people at dinner parties about their superpowers and about the superpowers of their friends and their relatives. These conversations would inevitably end with, "Oh yeah? Yeah. Oh yeah? Yeah." So now we don't argue, we investigate. Now we don't speculate, we test. We have tested more claimants in the last 15 years than any organization in the world. We have investigated psychics, dowsers, haunted houses, dubious consumer products, a psychic dog, and even a branch of the California government, the Board of Registered Nursing. We offer a $100,000 prize for anyone who can demonstrate paranormal ability under proper testing conditions. The money is still safe right where we left it, under the mattress at my house. The IIG is a national group. We have groups in Los Angeles, San Francisco, Portland, Washington, D.C., and we are affiliated with CSI, the Committee for Skeptical Inquiry. CSI are the publishers of Skeptical Inquirer magazine. They underwrite our $100,000 challenge. I want to take this opportunity to recognize all of those in the group who are current members. These people dedicate their valuable time and energies to helping educate the public about pseudoscience, paranormal claims, and dubious products. Would everyone who's in the group please stand up now? IIG members, please stand. Among these people you see now, stay standing. Don't be shy. Among these people are engineers, artists, cops, psychiatrists. We lean heavily on the psychiatrists. Archaeologists, farmers, teachers, and more. They lend their unique perspectives and expertise to the investigation and testing of extraordinary claims, and I want you to give them a hand right now. They do great work. Thank you. Now, you can sit now. During our first 6 years, we talked a lot about using our sort of Hollywoodness, our proximity to Hollywood, to our advantage some way. So, and finally in 2006, our own go-getter Dave Richards came up with the idea to have these awards, and we decided to reach out to the media and once a year and reward those who use their powers for good instead of evil, although there's another kind of reward too that we'll be giving out today. With our first statue presented to The Simpsons for their brilliant episode on creationism, the IIG Awards were born. We continue that tradition today with our first presenter. He is a stand-up comedian who has performed in every club in Los Angeles. Please welcome to the stage of the Steve Allen Theater, Jim Coughlin.
I have notes because I'm a professional. All right. And I don't know how to use a microphone cord. Let's hear it for the show so far. Yeah. Hannah's still thinking about her song choices. I thought the drone song was fantastic. Fabulous. I'm pretty happy to be here. I should say this. My last name in Ireland is more correctly pronounced Coughlin. So to do better in this country, my ancestors changed the pronunciation to Rockefeller. So we're doing okay. I got a weird compliment the other night. A woman told me I look like a model train collector, which is perceptive on her part. Owen asked me, he wanted to make sure, sort of vetted me for the show, make sure I believe in science. And yeah. Christian Science. Where's the scientists making water into wine? Anyway, no, I'm not religious. I'm not religious at all. I have irrational beliefs. I just haven't organized them into a system that ruins my weekends. But thank you. But I live near a church, so they're still ruining my weekends with the bells in the morning. Let's see. What happens in Pompeii stays in Pompeii under several tons of, several tons of ash. If this group doesn't go for a 90 AD joke, who will? We all know this. There's a conspiracy that the hot dogs are sold in packages of 8 and buns are sold in packages of 6 or 12, requiring you to buy 24 to get the full benefit of an equal ratio of hot dog to hot dog bun. It's a conspiracy that's been going on for years, and it's been in movies, and they've never been able to stop it. But if I get control of the hot dog and hot dog bun industries, hot dogs will be sold in packages of 13, and buns will be sold in packages of 17. So you will have to buy 221 of each to get the maximum benefit. And I know you're saying, well, Jim, I'm a friend of yours. Can I get one hot dog? No, that's not how. You're not going to break up my conspiracy. You know who has trouble lying about their age? Carbon-14. All right. There's a part of me that's like, technically I should say carbon, because carbon, anyway, it goes into the whole thing. They all laughed at me when I said I was going to steal a canister of nitrous oxide. But who's laughing now? Anytime. No two snowflakes are exactly alike once you get to know them. But it's worth the time. Water takes the path of least resistance, which is why I've never respected water. Never work. I'm not a fan of vaccines. I do believe in them, though. I'm not an idiot. And I recently went to Haiti, and in Haiti they have diseases we've forgotten about. And I had to get about 7 different vaccinations for about 7 diseases. And I did what I, kind of like I do any schoolwork, I crammed. So basically in the last week I got injected with 7 different vaccines. And diseases. Some of that was just heroin, but I can literally say I flew to Haiti, and boy, are my arms sore. You don't get to say that too, literally. Who's not a fan of vaccinations? Smallpox. Smallpox, not a fan. Not a fan. Jennifer McCarthy could not be here tonight. Jennifer McCarthy, I think we go overboard. She's not the worst person in the world. She's the worst person in the world I've ever masturbated to. Sorry, I apologize. Anyway, all right. Let me just say this, ladies. I'm going into some subjects that are not suitable. Anyway, I can give up porn anytime I want. The problem is the money is so good. All right. What happens at the La Brea Tar Pits stays at the La Brea Tar Pits for $50,000. I put my pants on just like everybody else. When there's a knock at the door, why run the AC unnecessarily? No one ever talks about congestive heart success until now. I divide my life into before I turned 34 and after I killed that guy. Just makes a nice delineation. In my apartment, I can hear my neighbors having sex, and I think it's because the walls of my apartment are so well microphoned. I have a East German landlord. It's $50 extra. I recently had to go to a funeral, and at the funeral, everybody said, "Well, it was for a neighbor," and everybody said at the funeral, "Well, at least he died doing what he loved." And it's true, he loved committing suicide. But it turns out he found out in his last moments what he's good at. Alrighty. Women don't like it when you offer to walk them home from the airport. I don't know. I guess romance is dead. But a lot of women, when they're walking out at night, there's some bad characters out there, and me, and they got to be, on the lookout. And I walk fast, so I know I'm going to probably walk past them. So I try to make noise before I get too close, So that's why at night, I always wear tap shoes. Just sends a signal. Worst case scenario, heel ball change. Waltz time step. But let me just say this, a little advice. I don't know if you need this, but never go to a tattoo parlor that doesn't own a dictionary, or you will live with regrets. They say opinions are like assholes. Everyone has one, except my cousin Eric. I'll take the silence on that one. I think that maybe that deserves some silence. Can't blame a guy for trying is not something you want to hear from your attorney when you're on trial for attempted murder. They will actually prosecute you for that. Some people give the life advice, try to do something every day that scares you. And I try to take it a step further. I try to do 2 things every day that scares a stranger. I wear tap shoes. That's what I know. What happens in a black hole? That's it. I'm out. I'm done. There's going to be an award here given out for to going clear. We'll get to that in a second. But I did say it right, didn't I? Yeah, you're scaring me. That documentary's already changed things in my neighborhood because I live near the Scientology Visitor Center, and they are out in full force. Now you can get a free personality test with the cancellation of your HBO. So they're very, very nice. And if you take the personality test and you have no personality, they will take you right into Sea Org. Right into. I literally this morning I looked through they have kind of a white wall around their visitor center, and I swear to you, I looked through the hole, and in 2 seconds, a nice Scientologist came up on a bicycle and wanted to know if I had any questions. It's like, yeah, how the hell did you get here that quick? I don't know, they're just scary people. There's a lot of groups I may or may not want to belong to. I definitely know there's no group I want to belong to for 1 billion years. I don't care if it's a strip joint, I don't know, whatever. But enough of that, ladies and gentlemen. Now, the written remarks. I am here tonight to present the award for the promotion of science and reason in a documentary. The first Iggy goes to a brave accounting of the malevolent religion commonly known as Scientology. Unless there are Scientologists here, in which case it's a cowardly act of third-wave suppression. Hail Xenu! I just work here, okay? And my name is Jim Coughlin, spelled with a K. All right, I don't know what that means. The HBO produced film, Going Clear, Scientology in the Prison of Belief. Let's take a look.
And someone had told me about what they said there's this cult in New York called Scientology, which I'd never heard of. And if you give them all your money, they'll make anything possible in your life.
Do you ever think that you might be quite mad?
Oh, yeah. The one man in the world who never believes he's mad is a madman.
On October the 1st, 1993, at 8:37 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the IRS issued letters recognizing Scientology and every one of its organizations as fully tax-exempt. The war is over!
Dangerous, horrifying, terrifying fraud. A nightmare.
I finally get to OT3. And they give me the secret materials, which you've been hearing about all this time. They're handwritten by Hubbard. You have to keep them in a locked briefcase. Be very cautious, because they've always said if this gets out, it's dangerous to people. It can actually do them harm if they are not adequately prepared. And I read it. And it doesn't make any sense.
This garbled story that didn't make sense.
I think, remember, for one fleeting second, thinking, well, maybe it's an insanity test. Maybe if you believe this, they kick you out. Maybe that's it. That, of course, is not the case. They talk about, the fact that the Earth was created at such and such trillions of years ago, and this guy, space guy.
Galactic overlord. This was the prison planet, and people being caught and captured and being brought to planet Earth.
And put them in volcanoes and then blow them up with A-bombs.
Whoa. I studied geography in school. Those volcanoes didn't exist 75 million years ago.
And we have these lost souls all over us, and we have to get rid of them. And I'm going, what? The fuck are you talking about? I'm down for the self-help stuff. I'm down for, okay, I can be clear. I can get rid of the negative emotions. But what the fuck is this?
They said, so, have you met an SP? And I looked at him, and I thought, oh, what a beautiful thing, because maybe one day it'll be like that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe one day it will be that. Wow, SPs, they'll just read about those in the history books,
That's where it takes you. That's the end phenomena of the Scientology bridge.
All Scientologists are full of shit. They lie. Oh, I'm doing great, you gotta get on 7, And they're I got a fucking migraine right now. And I've never felt so shitty. That's the fucking life.
It really is the crux of how controlling is any religion over its adherents. And Scientology has perfected a lot of techniques of control. There is no logical explanation as to why other than faith.
What I take away from it is that we lock up a portion of our own mind. We willingly put cuffs on. We willingly avoid things that could cause us pain if we looked. If we can just believe something, then we don't have to really think for ourselves, do we?
I want the truth to be known. And
Thank you.
You're welcome.
talking to this microphone. All right, the producers of Going Clear were unwilling to come to Hollywood for some strange reason. This award will be mailed to them, wrapped in plastic, for when they dump it in a bucket of ice water, along with several other boxes sent to them from ambiguously named buildings in Hollywood. You can never be too careful. Lawyer up. This is the Iggy that they won. Let's hear it for them. Thank you. I'm going to put this microphone.
Jim Coughlin, everyone. Oh, we got all kinds of microphones here. Thanks a lot. Jim can be seen at the Ice House, the historic Ice House in Pasadena on July 19th, and Dave McNary's All-Star Show on July 19th. Check them out there.